The tattoo that I'm doing today is on my buddy Mike. He's getting like an ocean scene, I think, on his forearm. I think he wants it to like represent like a nice place, like paradise type theme. He already has some Polynesian tribal on his arm, so we're just gonna try to fuse like the two designs kind of together, but not necessarily do like a tribal tattoo, but have like tribal kind of like morphed into it. I haven't really seen anything like that, so I'm gonna try to like play with it and do some like crazy stuff that are a little bit original, like kind of experiment with the like the graphic side of the tribal, where it's like flat black, and then the realistic side of like a landscape. Should be pretty fun. I've known Mike for a long time. I've known him since like middle school. Maybe a little bit before that too, so we go back a long ways. I did like a whole sleeve on him. We did like 3 months. He has a bunch of Aztec stuff that he has some portraits of his parents. Just a lot of cool black and gray work. We decided to do black and gray because he's a welder and he's in the sun a lot, so this spot especially could like easily get like burnt, or like, you know, since it's in the sun, the different contrasting colors might fade a little bit faster, so it just makes more sense to do black and gray. It's gonna last longer over time and has a nice little classic look to it. We can get those nice like foamy whites in the water too. That'd be cool. My process is a little different. Well, yeah, it's a little different. And like, thank you all my clients that are willing to put up with it. But so basically I do most of my consultations through social media, and once I get a general idea of how long it's going to take and what it is, then I'll message you back with like kind of a guesstimation of how the process should start, get the deposit, and then once you have the deposit, I design the same day as your tattoo. So that's where it kind of gets a little different. Like, so I usually just set enough time aside the day of to design the tattoo, which works out anyways because I can design pretty quick, and then also like you're there, like the client's there, and they can have like feedback. If I'm doing something they don't like, then they can stop me before I invest like 5 hours of time into it. So I'll design it same day, you know. I'm pretty open to, like, for the most part, I try to guide people in a certain direction because I kind of know more or less like what's gonna work and what's not gonna work. Mike's pretty easygoing, so should be fun. You don't like a little barbecue sauce on your oyster?
Do it.
Fucking it up.
Shrimp on the bobby. Yeah, shitty man. That's the shit.
The skis right there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we'll probably just do that. You want it to like represent like paradise type
Yeah.
thing? I mean, we could just. So like having the shop now and having like pretty much a home base has affected my life like pretty good amount, I would say. I think at first I thought it was gonna make it worse, or like, I don't know, because I was so used to like a certain like gypsy type where I'm just bouncing all over like a pinball. But I do have a routine, but I mix it up a lot. But having a routine and being able to like study, I guess, like being able to study and have time for that has really helped my work a lot. Maybe having the stress level like just at the right spot, like the sweet spot, is good. Because when you're like bouncing around, you don't know where you're gonna get money from, or like you're like, oh, you know, just kind of struggling all the time. You're in like kind of, I guess, like a survival mode. So you're always just like constantly like fishing, or I don't know how to explain it, but like now I have the shop and I have a place that I can work and it's comfortable. I have 2 guys that are working there that are like awesome. We all feed off of each other, and then, you know, coming home to the dog, it's kind of cool because even though she has big ass poops. First time in 10 years. This sucks. This is gonna start from the very back. Move on.
We can't talk too much shit. Joseph likes Kanye.
Yeah, fuck with him.
His music's alright, like his first
It's cool. And then, like I said, just having like a decent routine where I can like maintain like a decently healthy lifestyle. Like I'm not like a gym rat, but like being able to work out, I feel like that's super important. And then just being able to make time to like paint and stuff, paint and draw. Like every day I make a point to like paint or draw for like an hour a day, and before I never really had time for that. So I think that helped my work like hella progress like a grip. It's just like making that time. I mean, I would make the time, but it was more like it was almost stressful to make the time. And now it's just in the routine, like, all right, as soon as like my girlfriend goes to sleep, I just pop in to my little office and start sketching, start drawing, like doing study, color study, or like copying images and things like that. So it's nice, man. Having the shop is nice. It was a lot more stressful at first than I thought it was gonna be, which is funny, but it worked out really good. It's working out so far, so we just gotta keep the momentum going, keep everything nice and fun and different, keep everything new.